A judicial drama in which the good guys prevail is one of the most rewarding things in the world. I don't use the word good guys lightly when referring to the Rainmaker. From the start, there has never been any moral ambiguity. We are aware of what took place, who did it, and why. We are aware of who we are supporting. This straightforward dynamic is used in the conclusion to create a thrilling legal battle and Rudy Baylor's dramatic, well-earned victory. Everyone, including those who attempt to avoid it, gets more enjoyment from episode 10 as they receive the retribution they are due. Everyone, I guess, with the possible exception of Sarah. In addition to seeing directly what Brad Noonan's future holds, we can undoubtedly deduce what happened to Leo. Apart from the humiliation of losing and the possible legal consequences for her company, I would have preferred to watch Sarah struggle a bit longer. After all, a significant portion of this climax is her transformation into a cartoon villain with a mustache. Melvin speaks up a burglary in this episode. The court case that started in the previous one picks up speed, with Melvin first testifying at Rudy's encouragement. It's a little strange to support Melvin's desire for vengeance against Tinley Britt since, although he is a real crazy serial killer, he didn't kill his mother, and since the law is the law, someone must be held accountable. This scene made me realize that Melvin is a strange character overall. His manner is completely unthreatening. In order to strengthen Rudy's case and give him the appearance of a real lunatic, he openly confesses to being a serial murderer and killing Donnie Ray. However, there is also a scene in which Leo cross-examines him so harshly that he jumps over the stand and assaults him. Because Melvin is a small man flying through the air like a gremlin, the scene is needlessly humorous. Sometimes it's best to infer a person's threat. Noonan gets patted by Sarah Eberer. You would assume that there wouldn't be much tension in the case because there is so much evidence against Wilfred Keighley and Tinley Britt. As I have said several times, this is somewhat accurate, but the Rainmaker episode 10 corrects it by presenting a convincing counterargument, which is more crucial than anything else. Noonan gives Leo and Sarah exactly what they want. He agrees to wear a wire and try to coerce Leo into making a confession when the FBI approaches him with some pretty strong evidence. But Leo outwits him so fast that it becomes a joke. However, Noonan effectively offers himself as a sacrifice by tipping his own hand. Sarah also takes advantage of this chance. The seed of an idea begins to grow in Melvin's mind despite his confession, and it blossoms throughout her cross-examination of Keighley. Keighley appears to have been caught dead to rights. As soon as Jackie informed the hospital of her suspicions about Melvin, the evidence was erased using the master code that only he possessed, which erased the records from the equipment Melvin used to obtain his lethal drug. It's open and closed. Sarah, however, ensures that the jury is aware that Noonan was Wilfred's contact at Tinley Britt and that he was also aware of the code. Wilfred immediately joins in, and it's clear what she's saying. The conclusion, the play that clearly backfires in the moment, is actually Rudy's best one. Leo is called as a witness by him. Furthermore, Leo, a seasoned attorney and real pro at the game, makes him appear incompetent. Bruisers advise to Rudy to take a break from the line of questioning and accept loss, albeit only in this particular fight, with the hope of winning the war, is a wonderful moment, and it's effective. While it's true that Rudy doesn't have any more questions for Leo, which keeps him from getting the smoking gun he wanted, this isn't a few good men. It also means that Leo can no longer serve as lead counsel. Sarah must make the final point, and he is restricted to the gallery. You have to think that Bruiser was aware of this. Although Sarah's closing argument is acceptable, the jurors can see through it since it is very personal about Rudy. It is determined that great benefit hospital systems committed conspiracy. The entire amount of compensatory and punitive damages granted to Dot Black is $82 million. Wilfred's reputation and finances are in ruins. As a last insult, Noonan is imprisoned in the same institution as Melvin after being apprehended while attempting to escape the nation. Additionally, Leo is surrounded by law enforcement and the FBI and is undoubtedly facing prosecution. For what length of time does Sarah serve as Tinley Britt's spokesperson? How much did it cost her to claw her way to the summit of the mountain? I don't think the company will make it through the Leo and Noonan apprehension crisis. However, you never know. In season 2, she might play the big bad. I also think there needs to be a second season. The Rainmaker opens with Rudy now owning Yogi's bar and becoming the most sought-after attorney in the state, and Deck getting ready to retake the bar test while carrying Rudy's brother's lucky coin. Everything is there. It's also impossible to have too many good legal